Oh hi, it's Martyn from Lux Resin here, and here we are in episode 4 of Let's Make a Resin Guitar. Now the last couple of episodes we've been playing with electric tools and we've been destroying the bodywork and we've mangled the headstock. Well, today it's all about putting those away and doing something a bit more relaxing. Yep, I'm going to stain the wood. Now, in the previous episode, I said, do you want to take a guess what colour I'm going? And you might be thinking, well, it's basswood and we've seen Martyn's other pieces in the past, so maybe cherry red, mahogany brown, something similar. Well, you're wrong. I'm going bright green. So, as we're going to be using stain, and I don't want to end up looking like Shrek, I need to get some PPE in and get covered up and get prepared. So I'll see you in a moment. There you are, welcome back. So today we're going to be using this. It's a spirit stain and the pigment is suspended in, according to the label, some acetone, which is pretty nice, but it necessitates wearing some sexy gloves to do the work. I'm going to start with the neck. We'll do the headstock first. We'll flip it over, we'll stain the back of the neck, the back of the headstock. We'll put that by, and then we'll do the bodywork bit by bit. So it's going to be a process. And because it's the first coat, because I don't know what the coverage is like, I don't know how deeply this stuff is going to stain, I've decided that I'm going to mix it with another spirit, roughly 50-50, in order to put on a decent liberal coating. So I borrowed some of Mrs. Wells's acetone, the nail polish remover, which I'm hoping will do the job and mix. So firstly, pour our stain in, and it definitely smells of acetone, so that's a good choice. Give that a good wipe down. Over there. And now just give it a quick dilute with a big splash of acetone. I think that will do us. And it smells, well, I'm sure you can imagine what it smells like in here at the moment. We'll just give this a quick mix. I know that I've not made up enough liquid here for the headstock, the neck and the body, so actually I think I'm going to have to put a bit more stain in and a bit more acetone in. That's better. Those out of the way. Okay. What we don't want now is an accident and end up with green everywhere. So firstly, we're going to start with this headstock because it's angled downwards, remember. When I've done this, I can flip it over and that's not going to come into contact with my cloth, so it's not going to foul the cloth or pick up any fibres or anything. So, wish me luck. Here we go. For application, I'm using nothing more than a kitchen sponge that I've used specifically for the purpose. Here we go. If you remember, I've sanded this particular piece of timber all the way down to 320 grit. This is only the first coat. This will be the first coat of many. I'm not too worried about getting into there because we have something called a truss rod cover. That's a piece of trim that will go over there and hide what sits behind it, which is a piece of metal that keeps the woodwork in the neck straight and true. Come on, Martyn, speed it up. Say, oh, you should have masked off the fingerboard. Yeah, I probably should have done, shouldn't I? But there you go, I haven't. And to be honest, now I've got a decent amount loaded onto the sponge. I've got good control over how it goes on. Right. You can see that this is maple, and this maple is absorbing some in some areas and not others. So I think a little rub down in between servings is going to be required here. I'll be careful I don't bash that out of the way. Right, now we move on to the parts of the body. If you remember yesterday, we trimmed off a piece that we're going to put back in the mould. That's this little guy here. Now I need him to sit and dry properly. So to do that, I've got these paint stands I purchased from an online an online Chinese retailer. I think you know what I'm talking about. For a bargain price. Always a bargain. Okay, let's move on to the body, and we'll start with the back first. I am being very liberal with this first coat. Really, it's to seal the wood as much as anything else. You will remember, of course, that I have watered down the stain with some acetone to make it spread further. So if anything, it's more of a wash rather than a deliberate effort to completely stain. Now I am going to do inside the cavities, just for completeness. These will not be visible in the end product, and in a future episode we're going to line the inside of these cavities with copper tape, and that's because we need them to be acting as a Faraday cage to prevent us from getting any nasty noises, hums, pops and crackles from our pickups when we're plugged in and playing. Okay. Good. Right, so that's the back done. See the shapes that we carved into this yesterday now coming into effect. You see some of the grain in the basswood coming through, different tones, different areas of wood where the densities are different. Even application on there. Okay. So again, we'll use our painter's helpers, Santa's little helper, whatever you want to call them, just to sit that down. And they free me up now so that I can complete the stain of the top. Without having to hold it. Not pick up cavity. One of our humbucker pickups will go. Middle pickup, you'll see that this one is smaller than the others. That's because in our pickup configuration on this guitar, we've got a single coil pickup in here. So I'm not going to kill myself getting every nook and cranny filled in here because of the fact that I'll be lining these with copper. More on that in the future. Now this is the area where the bridge will enter the body. Bridge being an important part of any guitar. It holds the strings into the body. The body provides the resonance for the tones. Oops, that's fallen over. So that's pretty much our first coat done. Now I know you're probably thinking, yeah, that looks a bit scruffy, doesn't it? And it doesn't look very even. And you'd be right, but remember, this is meant to be a wash coat that is in effect sealing the wood. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let that cure and completely dry before we come back and bring on our second coat. Time for coat number 2. This time, this coat is going on undiluted. So what we want to do now is we want to start to build the emerald hues in the wood. And that's only going to be achieved now by using, once we've got our wash on, which we used in the first coat, now we can put the undiluted stain on and start to really deepen the colour in the woodwork. Make sure it's on nice and tight. Okay. Immediately we can see this is a much stronger colour. Make sure we apply it evenly. Now the neck's really starting to take on the tones of green in the headstock. On the back of the neck, I think that's coming along quite nicely. And for all you folks at home, I'll put some masking tape on.
One's a small piece. Check the air. See the grain in that piece there, which is nice. The absorption of the stain is quite good as well. I know it's quite spirited, and it's making the workshops now extremely funky, to say the least. Finally, the bodywork again. Let's see how we go this time. Interesting here. The bodywork is made from 3 independent pieces of basswood. There's a piece there, there's a piece in the middle, and then there's a piece there either side. Actually, on the rear of the guitar here, it's quite noticeable where the join between the 2 pieces of basswood are, because there's a difference in tones between the 2 pieces of wood. Which is rather interesting. Nicely. Now, just the top. We call it just about right now. I do anticipate this taking probably 4 coats to get to the level of depth that I'm looking for. Number 2, complete.
Come on, Wellesley, get on with it. So at last, we reached the final coat. That's the end of that stain, so that's served us well.
Sure, we're getting into every little crevice now. Coat that counts the most. We don't want to put it on too thick and put some problems, so be careful to wipe away the excess when we are doing this. The colour is very deep now. Consistent colour on the neck there, very happy with that. Piece of resistance. Cool. Please go there.
And there it is, finally finished after 5 coats of bright emerald green. That's the body of our electric guitar. we've reached the end of episode 4, and after 5 coats of acetone-based stain, I think I finished today as well. Feeling a bit lightheaded, if I'm honest with you. If you like what you saw today, please like and subscribe and click on the bell to make sure you get the next episode. Be sure to tune in for the next one, because the next one I'm going to figure out just how I'm going to pour epoxy resin and create dams around all the areas where I need to contain the resin. So join me in the next episode where we try and figure it out. Until then, see ya.